Welcome to Daily IQ. Today 1st August 2024. In this video, we will teach you top 14 current affairs MCQ with detailed explanation. Question number 1. World Wide Web Day is observed every year on. Answer is 1st August. World Wide Web Day is observed on 1st of August every year. The day is marked in honor of the ability of people to browse information freely using the web. The WWW was created by English computer scientist Tim Berners-Lee in 1st August 1989 while he was working for the European Organization for Nuclear Research in Switzerland. The world's first website went live on 6 August 1991. Question number 2. In India, National Mountain Climbing Day is observed every year on. Answer is 1st August. On 1st August every year, National Mountain Climbing Day is celebrated in India to promote mountain climbing, which will further facilitate good health. The day was established to honor Bobby Matthews and his friend Josh Madigan, who successfully climbed the 46 peaks of the Adirondack Mountains on 1st August 2015. On the same day in 2015, the duo triumphed at the final peak called Whiteface Mountain. Question number 3. During 46th UNESCO session, how many sites were included in the UNESCO Heritage List? Answer is 24 sites. 24 new heritage sites across the world were included in the UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization Heritage List at the 46th session of the World Heritage Committee of UNESCO, which concluded in New Delhi on 30th July 2024. At the New Delhi session, 24 new heritage sites, 19 cultural, 4 natural, and 1 mixed site were added to the UNESCO World Heritage List. Now, 1,223 heritage sites of the world are included in the UNESCO Heritage List. Question number 4. Who has become the second woman as the chairperson of UPSC? Answer is Preeti Sudhan. President of India Draupadi Murmu has appointed Preeti Sudhan, a 1983 batch IAS officer and former Union Health Secretary, as the new chairperson of the Union Public Service Commission, UPSC, on 31st July 2024. She will replace Dr. Manoj Soni, who resigned earlier this month. Preeti Sudhan is the second woman to be appointed as the chairperson of the UPSC after Mrs. R.M. Bathu. Question number 5. Who is set to become the President of Asian Cricket Council? Answer is Mohsin Naqvi. Pakistan Cricket Board's incumbent chairman, Mohsin Naqvi, is set to become the next president of the Asian Cricket Council, ACC. Pakistan has been granted the authority to chair the Asian Cricket Council, ACC, with Mohsin Naqvi's term as president set to begin in January 2025. The new president will serve a 2-year term. Jai Shah, the secretary of the BCCI, is the incumbent ACC president. Question number 6. Who has become the first Indian woman in independent India to win multiple medals at a single Olympic Games? Answer is Manu Bhaker. Manu Bhaker made history on 30th July 2024 by becoming the first Indian woman in independent India to win multiple medals at a single Olympic Games. Manu, who had already made headlines by becoming the first woman shooter to win a medal with her bronze in the 10-meter air pistol individual event, added another bronze in the 10-meter air pistol mixed team event alongside Sarbajot Singh. Manu Bhaker is now only second Indian woman after badminton great P.V. Sindhu, to win 2 Olympic medals. Question number 7. How many Indian destinations was featured in the Times World's Greatest Places of 2024? Answer is 3. Times World's Greatest Places of 2024 has recognized 100 extraordinary destinations to visit and stay. The list compiles places including hotels, cruises, restaurants, attractions, museums, parks, etc. from across the globe. The list featured 3 Indian destinations, namely the Museum of Solutions in Mumbai, Manam Chocolate in Hyderabad, and Nar in Himachal Pradesh. Question number 8. Who has received the prestigious V. Venkaiah Epigraphy Award for 2024? Answer is V. Vechalam. Dr. V. Vechalam, eminent Tamil epigrapher and historian, is the winner of the V. Venkaiah Epigraphy Award for 2024. This accolade not only recognizes Dr. Vechalam's extensive contributions to the field but also highlights the continuing importance of epigraphic studies in understanding India's rich historical tapestry. Question number 9. Which country has elected as the Vice Chair of the IPEF Supply Chain Council? Answer is India. India has been elected as the Vice Chair of one of the 3 supply chain bodies set up under the Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity, IPEF agreement relating to supply chain resilience. The Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity, IPEF, is a United States of America, USA-led initiative which was launched by the American President Joe Biden on 23 May 2022 in Tokyo, Japan. Question number 10. Who has been elected as the Director General of Assam Rifles? Answer is Vikas Lakhera. Lieutenant General Vikas Lakhera of the Indian Army has been appointed Director General of Assam Rifles. He takes over the command of Assam Rifles from Lieutenant General P.C. Nair, who was retired on 31 July 2024. Lieutenant General Lakhera, a native of Gadwal in Uttarakhand, has previously held the post of Inspector General in Assam Rifles. Question number 11. Who has introduced the Seva chatbot for investors? Answer is SEBI. The capital market regulator, the Securities and Exchange Board of India, has introduced SEBI's virtual assistant, Seva chatbot, to help investors of the securities market. The Seva chatbot is an artificial intelligence-enabled chatbot that will answer certain investors' questions. The Securities Exchange Board of India was established in 1988 by a resolution of the Government of India. Question number 12. The inaugural ceremony of 1DA1 subscription took place in. Answer is Mumbai. The inaugural ceremony of 1DA1 subscription, ODOS, took place on 29 July at Tata Memorial Hospital in Mumbai. 1DA1 subscription, ODOS, is a unique idea enabling Department of Atomic Energy and all its units or subunits together under one umbrella for read and publish access to national and international research papers as well as scientific journals. Question number 13. Union Minister Bhupender Yadav has launched the Ideas for Life initiative at. Answer is IIT Delhi. Union Minister Bhupender Yadav, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, has launched the Ideas for Life initiative at IIT Delhi. This initiative aims to inspire students, faculty, and research scholars to contribute citizen-centric innovative ideas or technologies to the global mission Life, Lifestyle for Environment. Question number 14. World Breastfeeding Week is observed every year on. Answer is 1st to 7th August. The World Breastfeeding Week is marked every year in the first week of August, between 1 to 7th August, to raise awareness on the importance of breastfeeding for mothers and infants. The theme of the World Breastfeeding Week 2024 is Closing the Gap, Breastfeeding Support for All. The week is organized by WABA, WHO and UNICEF since 1991. Thanks for watching full video. You can join in our membership plan for daily, weekly and monthly current affairs PDFs. Please contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9700200378. Welcome to Daily IQ. Today 2nd August 2024. In this video, we will teach you Top 10 Current Affairs MCQ with detailed explanation. Question number 1. Which city became India's fourth to receive the World Craft City certificate? Answer is Kashmir. Kashmir city has received the certificate of World Craft City from the World Crafts Council International. Kashmir is the fourth Indian city to be included in the World Craft City list of the World Crafts Council. Jaipur of Rajasthan and Mamallapuram in Tamil Nadu were included in 2015 and Mysore in Karnataka was included in 2018. In 2021, Kashmir was recognized as UNESCO's Creative City under Crafts and Folk Art. Question number 2. Who became the first woman as the Director General of Indian Army's Medical Services? Answer is Sadhana Saxena Nair. Lieutenant General Sadhana Saxena Nair assumed the office of the Director General of Medical Services, Army, on 1st August 2024. She is the first woman to hold this prestigious post in the Indian Army's medical services. Before joining the post of Director General of Medical Services, Army, she was the Director General of Hospital Services, Armed Forces. She was the first woman to be appointed as the Principal Medical Officer of the Western Air Command and Training Command of the Indian Air Force. Question number 3. Who has secured India's first ever Olympic bronze in the 50-meter rifle 3 positions? Answer is Swapnil Kusle. Swapnil Kusle has secured India's first ever Olympic bronze in the 50-meter rifle 3 positions event at the Paris 2024 Games. Kusle shot an aggregate of 451.4 to finish third, overcoming a 6th place position earlier in the final. This medal adds to India's tally of 3 bronze medals at the Paris Games, following Manu Bhakar's wins in women's 10-meter air pistol and mixed team 10-meter air pistol. Question number 4. Former Indian player and coach Anshuman Gaikwad died. He was associated with. Answer is cricket. Former Indian cricket player and coach of the Indian men's cricket team, Anshuman Gaikwad, died on 31st July 2024. He played 40 tests and 15 one-day internationals for India in a career that spanned from 1975 to 1987. After retirement, Anshuman Gaikwad served as coach of Indian men's cricket between 1997 to 2000. In 2018, the BCCI honored him with the C.K. Naidu Lifetime Achievement Award. Question number 5. Masoud Pezeshkian was sworn in as the president of. Answer is Iran. Masoud Pezeshkian was sworn in as 9th president of Iran. Pezeshkian replaces hardline Ebrahim Raisi, who was killed in a helicopter crash in May 2024. Pezeshkian served the first Deputy Speaker from 2016 to 2020. He was Minister of Health and Medical Education between 2001 and 2005 in the government of Mohammad Khatami. Question number 6. Who has unveiled eSehat teleconsultancy for veterans? Answer is Indian Army. Indian Army has unveiled the Electronic Services eHealth Assistance and Teleconsultation eSehat module, a pioneering initiative aimed at enhancing healthcare services for veterans. The new system, under the Ex-Servicemen Contributory Health Scheme (ECHS), allows veterans to receive medical consultations from the comfort of their homes, eliminating the need for physical visits to ECHS polyclinics. Question number 7. Who has been appointed as the Managing Director of the National Housing Bank? Answer is Sanjay Shukla. Sanjay Shukla assumed charge as the Managing Director of the National Housing Bank on 30th July 2024. Before joining as MD of National Housing Bank, Sanjay Shukla was the MD and CEO of the non-banking financial company, NBFC, Centrum Housing Finance. The National Housing Bank is a statutory body set up on 9 July 1988 under the provisions of the National Housing Bank Act 1987. Question number 8. Who has launched the National Apprenticeship and Training Scheme 2.0 portal? Answer is Dharmendra Pradhan. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan has launched the National Apprenticeship and Training Scheme 2.0 portal in New Delhi. As part of this initiative, 100 crore rupees in stipends has been disbursed to young graduates and diploma holders through direct benefit transfer. NATS 2.0 aims to democratize apprenticeships, bridge the skills gap, and make youth future-ready by facilitating registration and management of apprenticeship vacancies and contracts. Question number 9. Who has introduced the Indian Aviation Bill 2024 in the Lok Sabha? Answer is K. Ram Mohan Naidu. The Bharatiya Vayuyan Vidhayak, Indian Aviation Bill 2024 was introduced in the Lok Sabha on 1 August 2024 by the Union Civil Aviation Minister Kinjarapu Ram Mohan Naidu. This bill aims to simplify the regulatory framework for aircraft design and maintenance. The bill seeks to repeal the Aircraft Act, 1934. Question number 10. Which district in Kerala experienced the deadliest landslides during July 2024? Answer is Wayanad. On 30th July 2024, devastating landslides occurred in Wayanad district in Kerala. These landslides resulted in more than 276 deaths and over 200 injuries, making them the deadliest landslides in Kerala's history. At least 240 people still missing. India accounts for about 8% of global fatalities due to landslides, and during the period 2001 to 21, landslides caused 847 deaths and displaced thousands. Thanks for watching full video. You can join in our membership plan for daily, weekly and monthly current affairs PDFs. Please contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9700200378. Welcome to Daily IQ. Today 3rd August 2024. In this video, I will teach you top 15 current affairs MCQ with detailed explanation. Question number 1. India will host its first multinational air exercise, Tarang Shakti 2024, in. Answer is Tamil Nadu. India will host its first multinational air exercise, Tarang Shakti 2024, in 2 phases starting on the 6th of next month in Sular, Tamil Nadu. In this exercise, nearly 30 countries will participate, and out of 30, 10 countries will join the exercise with their fighter aircraft. The exercise will showcase India's defense prowess and provide a platform for participating militaries to foster interoperability. Question number 2. India's first 3D printed school has been built in which state? Answer is Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu inaugurated India's first 3D printed school in Itanagar, the state's capital. This new school replaced the previous one, which was destroyed by fire in November 2023. The Chief Minister announced this groundbreaking development on 30th July and shared that the construction was completed in only 2 months. Question number 3. What is India's rank as the world's largest aluminium producer? Answer is second. India has witnessed a continued increase in metals and minerals production during the first quarter of financial year 2024-25, following a record output level in financial year 2023-24, said the Ministry of Mines in a statement on 1st August. India stands as the second largest aluminium producer, the third largest lime producer, and the fourth largest iron ore producer in the world. Question number 4. What is India's rank as the world's largest exporter of agricultural products in 2023? Answer is 8th. India held on to its position as the world's 8th largest exporter of agricultural products in 2023, despite a decline in exports from $55 billion in 2022 to $51 billion in 2023. The European Union maintained its top position in 2023 by exporting agriculture produce valued at $836 billion compared to $799 billion in 2022. The United States continued at the second spot despite a drop in agriculture exports in 2023 to $198 billion as opposed to $222 billion in the previous year. Question number 5. How many medals have Indian competitors won in the 54th International Physics Olympiad? Answer is 5 medals. Indian students have achieved notable success at the 54th International Physics Olympiad 2024, held from 21st July to 29th July in Isfahan, Iran, by winning 2 gold and 3 silver medals. In the Physics Olympiad, overall, India was placed in the 4th position, jointly with Vietnam. China bagged the top spot, followed by Russia and Romania in 2nd and 3rd positions, respectively. This time, a total of 193 students from 43 countries participated in the International Physics Olympiad. Question number 6. How many medals have Indian competitors won at 56th International Chemistry Olympiad? Answer is 4 medals. In the 56th International Chemistry Olympiad, held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, from July 21st to 30th, the Indian team bagged 4 medals. The team secured 1 gold, 1 bronze and 2 silver medals. Devesh Bhaiya from Jalgaon earned the gold, while Avnish Bansal from Kota and Harshin Posen from Hyderabad secured silver medals, and Kashyap Khandelwal from Mumbai won bronze. Question number 7. Which tiger reserve has become India's first to install a wind turbine for power generation? Answer is Periyar Tiger Reserve. Periyar Tiger Reserve in Thekkady, Kerala, has become the first tiger reserve in India to install a wind turbine for power generation, enhancing its conservation technology and communication systems. The wind turbine will support real-time monitoring cameras and Wi-Fi connectivity, providing a more reliable energy source compared to solar panels, which were previously affected by the reserve's foggy climate and heavy rainfall. Question number 8. The fourth edition of the Rashtriya Hindi Vigyan Sammelan 2024 was held in. Answer is Bhopal. The fourth edition of the Rashtriya Hindi Vigyan Sammelan 2024 was held in the Madhya Pradesh capital Bhopal on the 30th and 31st July 2024. The theme of the 4th Rashtriya Hindi Vigyan Sammelan 2024 was Upgradation of National Scientific Consciousness in Amritkal. The Rashtriya Hindi Vigyan Sammelan's main purpose is to provide a platform for researchers to present and discuss their work in Hindi. Question number 9. How much money has India donated to the WHO Global Traditional Medicine Centre, GTMC, in Jamnagar? Answer is $85 million. The Ministry of Ayush has signed an agreement with the World Health Organization, WHO, of the United Nations to provide $85 million to the WHO Global Traditional Medicine Centre in Jamnagar, Gujarat, over a 10-year period, 2022 to 2032. Prime Minister Narendra Modi laid the foundation stone of the WHO Global Traditional Medicine Centre on 19 April 2022 in Jamnagar. The Government of India proposes to invest $250 million in the GCTM project. Question number 10. Where was the State Conclave on Yuga Yugin Bharat Museum held? Answer is New Delhi. The GLAM, Galleries, Libraries, Archives and Museums Division of the Union Ministry of Culture has organized a 3-day State Museum Conclave on the upcoming Yuga Yugin Bharat Museum in New Delhi. The conclave is part of a series of exercises undertaken by the Union Ministry of Culture to get input from stakeholders on building the world's largest museum, Yuga Yugin Bharat Museum, in New Delhi using best global practices. Question number 11. The 32nd International Conference of Agricultural Economists was organized in. Answer is New Delhi. India has organized the prestigious 32nd edition of the International Conference of Agricultural Economists in New Delhi from 2 to 7 August 2024. Transformation towards sustainable agri-food systems is the theme of the 32nd International Conference of Agricultural Economists. After a gap of 66 years, India is hosting this prestigious conference again, which it hosted in 1958. The International Conference on Agricultural Economics is held every 3 years. Question number 12. Who has been elected as the President of UN's Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC? Answer is Robert Keith Rye. Robert Keith Rye, Canada's ambassador and permanent representative to the United Nations, UN, has been elected as the President of the United Nations Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC, for 1 year, 2024 to 2025. He is currently serving as the chair of ECOSOC's Ad Hoc Advisory Group on Haiti. He succeeds Paula Narvaez Ojeda of Chile, who held the post since July 2023. Question number 13. Which country's Nelson Mandela Legacy Sites was inscribed as UNESCO World Heritage? Answer is South Africa. The World Heritage Committee has inscribed South Africa's Nelson Mandela Legacy Sites in the World Heritage listing. The inscription was made at the 46th session of the World Heritage Committee in New Delhi, India, on 27 July 2024, acknowledging the site's outstanding universal values. In addition to the Mandela Legacy Sites, UNESCO also recognized 3 Middle Stone Age sites in South Africa. Question number 14. Rohan Bopanna announced his retirement after Paris Olympics. He is related to which sport? Answer is tennis. Indian tennis star Rohan Bopanna announced his retirement after losing in the first round of the men's doubles of the Paris Olympics on 28 July 2024. The 44-year-old Bopanna had been playing for India for 22 years. He made his debut for the country in 2002. He was a finalist in the men's doubles match of 6 Grand Slams. He has won the French Open in mixed doubles in 2017, the Australian Open in men's doubles in 2024. Question number 15. Who became the first Indian to reach the Olympic round of 16 in table tennis? Answer is Manika Batra. Manika Batra became first Indian table tennis player to reach the round of 16 in the Olympic Games singles competition after a 4-0 thrashing of higher-ranked Prithika Pavde of France. In the Tokyo Olympics, Manika had become the first women's table tennis player from India to make it to the round of 32 in singles. Achanta Sharat Kamal had also reached the round of 32 in men's singles in the Tokyo Olympics. Thanks for watching full video. You can join in our membership plan for daily, weekly and monthly current affairs PDFs. Please contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9700200378. Welcome to Daily IQ. Today 4th August 2024. In this video, I will teach you top 12 current affairs MCQ with detailed explanation. Question number 1. What is India's rank in the Travel and Tourism Development Index 2024? Answer is 39th. The World Economic Forum, WEF, recently released its Travel and Tourism Development Index for 2024. India has secured the 39th position among 119 countries in the 2024 Travel and Tourism Development Index with score of 4.25. United States is topped the ranking with score 5.24, followed by Spain in second position, Japan in third position, France in fourth position, and Australia in fifth position. In the previous index published in 2021, India was ranked 54th. Question number 2. India's largest hydro pumped storage plant will be set up in. Answer is Karnataka. The Central Electricity Authority has recently approved 2 hydro pumped storage plants in the country. One will be built in Karnataka and another in Odisha. The 2000 megawatts Sharvathi hydro pumped storage plant is being developed on the river Sharvathi in the Shimoga district of Karnataka. The 8,000 crore rupees 2000 megawatts Sharvathi project is the country's largest pumped storage power generation unit. The 600 megawatts Upper Indravati pumped storage plant will be built in Kalahandi district of Odisha. Question number 3. Which country plans to build the world's first thorium molten salt nuclear power plant? Answer is China. China plans to build the world's first nuclear power plant, NPP, that will be fueled by liquid fuel based on molten thorium salt in the Gobi Desert, China. The construction of the plant will begin in 2025 with the aim of developing safer and more environmentally friendly nuclear energy. The reactor is scheduled to be completed and operational in 2029, generating heat at a maximum power of 60 megawatts. Question number 4. Who has become India's youngest Olympic referee in boxing? Answer is Kabilan Sai Ashok. Lieutenant Colonel Kabilan Sai Ashok, a serving Indian Army officer, has become the youngest Olympic referee in boxing from India at the Paris Olympics 2024. He is currently serving in Indian Army as Joint Secretary at Services Sports Control Board. India's boxing contingent for the 2024 Paris Olympics consists of 6 pugilists, with 2 male and 4 female athletes. Question number 5. Which startup has become India's third unicorn in 2024? Answer is Rapido. Rapido is the third Indian startup to become a unicorn this year after fintech, Perfios, and AI upstart Kritrim. Rapido, a ride-hailing startup founded in 2015, achieved unicorn status in 2024 after raising $120 million. Rapido, which competes with Ola and Uber, has launched subscription-based plans for autorickshaw drivers on its platform instead of charging booking fees or commission on every transaction. Question number 6. Who has presided over the 52nd Conference of Governors? Answer is Draupadi Murmu. President Draupadi Murmu presided over the 52nd Conference of Governors at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi on 2nd August 2024. The two-day 52nd Conference of Governors, which organized on 2nd and 3rd August, attended by the President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Home Minister Amit Shah, and various other cabinet ministers of the Modi government. This was the first time that President Murmu was presiding over the Conference of Governors. Question number 7. How much loan will be provided by the Government of India to Vietnam? Answer is $300 million. The Government of India has announced to loans totaling $300 million to Vietnam during the visit of the Prime Minister of Vietnam, Pham Minh Chinh. The loan is for strengthening Vietnam's maritime security. The Vietnamese Prime Minister was on an official 3-day, from 30th July to 1st August 2024, visit to India. 9 agreements were signed between India and Vietnam during the visit of the Vietnamese Prime Minister, Pham Minh Chinh. Question number 8. Who has become the 6th associate member of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM? Answer is Curacao. Curacao has become the 6th associate member of the Caribbean Community, CARICOM, the oldest surviving integration movement in the developing world. With this, CARICOM now consists of 15 full member countries and 6 associate members. CARICOM, originally the Caribbean Community and Common Market, was established by the Treaty of Chaguaramas, executed by Barbados, Guyana, Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago on 4th July 1973 and come into effect on 1st August 1973. Question number 9. India's first near-field communication card soundbox was launched by. Answer is Paytm. Noida-based 197 Communications Limited, Paytm's parent company, has launched India's first near-field communication card soundbox, a 2-in-1 mobile quick response payment device which combines NFC card payment technology with mobile QR payments. Near-field communication, NFC, is a technology that allows wireless data transfer between devices that are close to each other, typically within a few centimeters. Question number 10. Earth Overshoot Day 2024 was recently observed on which date? Answer is 1st August. Earth Overshoot Day is an annual observance that marks the date when humanity's demand for ecological resources and services, ecological footprint in a given year exceeds Earth's capacity to regenerate for the year, biocapacity. Earth Overshoot Day 2024 falls on 1st August, signifying that humanity uses nature 1.7 times faster than ecosystems can regenerate. Earth Overshoot Day 2023 was observed on 2nd August. The first Earth Overshoot Day was calculated on 25th December 1971. Question number 11. Dadra Nagar Haveli Liberation Day is celebrated every year on. Answer is 2nd August. The geographical boundary of Dadra Nagar Haveli, spread over an area of 491.00 square kilometers, falls between Gujarat in the north and Maharashtra in the south, and on 2nd August 1954, it was liberated from the Portuguese rulers by the people. In memory of this, Dadra Nagar Haveli Liberation Day is celebrated every year on 2nd August. Question number 12. Indian Organ Donation Day is observed every year on. Answer is 3rd August. Indian Organ Donation Day is observed every year from the 3rd of August, commemorating India's first successful deceased donor heart transplant on 3rd August 1994. India observed the 14th Organ Donation Day on 3rd August 2024. The theme for Organ Donation Week 2024 is Leave Them Certain, which promotes having conversations with loved ones about organ donation. Thanks for watching full video. You can join in our membership plan for daily, weekly and monthly current affairs PDFs. Please contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9700200378. Welcome to Daily IQ. Today 5th August 2024. In this video, I will teach you Top 10 Current Affairs MCQ with detailed explanation. Question number 1. Which city tops as world's largest city by population? Answer is Tokyo. Tokyo, city of Japan, with the population of 37,194,105, holds the title of the largest city in the world in terms of population as of 2024. Tokyo was followed by Delhi, in India, Shanghai, in China, Dhaka, in Bangladesh, and Sao Paulo, in Brazil. As the world's second largest city, Delhi's population is 32,941,309. Question number 2. Which state government has launched the Mukhyamantri Maya Samman Yojana? Answer is Jharkhand. The Hemant Soren government in Jharkhand has launched the Mukhyamantri Maya Samman Yojana to provide financial assistance to eligible women in the state. In this yojana, eligible women beneficiaries receive 1,000 rupees per month from the state government directly in their bank accounts. Women in the age group of 21 to 50 years are eligible for the scheme. Question number 3. Who is the first choice of Gaganyatri of ISRO for the International Space Station ISS mission? Answer is Shubhanshu Shukla. The Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, has announced the names of the 2 Indian Gaganyatri for the forthcoming joint India-United States of America mission to the International Space Station ISS. According to the ISRO, the National Mission Assignment Board has selected Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla as the prime Gaganyatri and Group Captain Prasant Balakrishnan Nair as the backup Gaganyatri. Question number 4. Which state's Hindon Air Force Station stands as Asia's largest Air Force station in 2024? Answer is Uttar Pradesh. The Hindon Air Force Station, located near the Hindon River in Uttar Pradesh, stands as Asia's largest Air Force station in 2024. Spanning 55 square kilometers, it serves as a cornerstone of India's air defense strategy under the Western Air Command, established in 1932. The Hindon Air Force Station, followed by Diu Air Base in China, Gwadar Air Base in Pakistan, and Hamamatsu Air Base in Japan. Question number 5. Who has become first male Indian shuttler to qualify for the semi-finals of an Olympics? Answer is Laksha Sen. Shuttler Laksha Sen defeated his Chinese Taipei opponent Chou Tianchen to qualify for the semi-finals at the Paris Olympics 2024. With this, Laksha Sen became the first male Indian shuttler who qualified for the semi-finals of an Olympics. India have never won an Olympic gold medal in badminton, with PV Sindhu claiming a silver and bronze at the Rio and Tokyo Olympics, and Saina Nehwal securing a bronze in the London Games. Question number 6. Who become first Black and South Asian woman to win Democratic presidential nomination? Answer is Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris has won the Democratic presidential nomination. Democratic National Committee Chair Jaime Harrison announced her win. With this, Harris is the first Black and first South Asian woman to be a major U.S. political party's White House nominee. If she wins against Republican nominee Donald Trump in November, she will be the first female president of the United States. Question number 7. How much area of Western Ghats has been declared eco-sensitive by central government? Answer is 56,800 square kilometers. Environmentalists and eco-warriors have welcomed the reissuance of the 6th draft notification, declaring over 56,800 square kilometers of the Western Ghats across 6 states. Accordingly, it proposed ecologically sensitive area, ESA, of 20,668 square kilometers in Karnataka, 17,340 square kilometers in Maharashtra, 6,914 square kilometers in Tamil Nadu, 1,461 square kilometers in Goa and 449 square kilometers in Gujarat, and recommended prohibiting or regulating certain human activities in those areas. Question number 8. Who has recently become the second largest supplier of LNG in India? Answer is USA. In 2023, the United States emerged as the second largest supplier of liquefied natural gas, LNG, to India, surpassing the United Arab Emirates, supplying 3.09 million tons in 2023. Qatar remained India's largest LNG supplier from 2019 to 2023, with shipments peaking at 10.92 metric tons in 2023. The US also emerged as the world's largest LNG exporter in 2023. Question number 9. Who has launched the Price Monitoring System version 4.0 mobile app? Answer is Prahlad Joshi. Department of Consumer Affairs, Government of India, has included 16 additional commodities under price monitoring from 1st August, said Union Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and New and Renewable Energy, Prahlad Venkatesh Joshi, while launching the version 4.0 Price Monitoring System mobile app in New Delhi. Already 22 commodities were being covered under monitoring of daily prices. Now, price of total 38 commodities will be monitored. Question number 10. Who has provided a $200 million for India's solid waste management? Answer is ADB. The Asian Development Bank, ADB, has committed a $200 million loan to improve solid waste management and sanitation in 100 cities across 8 states in India. This funding is part of the Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0 Comprehensive Municipal Waste Management in Indian Cities program. The loan agreement was signed by Juhi Mukherjee, Joint Secretary of the Finance Ministry, and Mio Oka, Country Director for ADB India Resident Mission. Thanks for watching full video. You can join in our membership plan for daily, weekly and monthly current affairs PDFs. Please contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9700200378. Welcome to Daily IQ. Today 6th August 2024. In this video, I will teach you Top 10 Current Affairs MCQ with detailed explanation. Question number 1. Hiroshima Day is observed every year on. Answer is 6th August. On 6th August, Hiroshima Day is observed every year to spread awareness of the horrific effects of the atom bomb blasts and to promote peace politics. On 6th August 1945, the United States dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima, a Japanese city, during World War II. The atomic blast was massive and destroyed 90% of the city and killed thousands of people. It killed almost 20,000 soldiers and 70,000 to 126,000 civilians. Question number 2. Who has been chosen for India's flag bearer in closing ceremony in Paris Olympics? Answer is Manu Bhaker. Manu Bhaker, India's two-time Olympic bronze medalist, has been chosen to be India's flag bearer for the closing ceremony of the Paris Olympics. Manu Bhaker opened India's medal tally in the ongoing Olympics after she secured third place in the women's individual 10-meter air pistol event. Manu Bhaker has made history as the first athlete from independent India to win 2 medals in a single edition of the Paris Olympics. Question number 3. Who became the 5th tennis player to claim the Golden Slam? Answer is Novak Djokovic. On 4th August, Novak Djokovic won the men's singles gold medal at the 2024 Paris Olympics by defeating Spain's Carlos Alcaraz in the final. With this, Serbian Novak Djokovic became the 5th tennis player in history to claim the Golden Slam. He joined the list of Rafael Nadal of France, Serena Williams and Andre Agassi of the United States, and Steffi Graf of Germany, winning the singles title of the 4 Grand Slam and an Olympic gold medal. Question number 4. Who took over the charge of the Director General of Border Security Force, BSF? Answer is Daljit Singh Chaudhary. On 3rd August 2024, Director General of Sashastra Seema Bal, Daljit Singh Chaudhary, has taken over the additional charge of Director General of the Border Security Force, BSF. Mr. Chaudhary is a senior IPS officer of Uttar Pradesh cadre. He assumed the charge of Director General of Sashastra Seema Bal in January 2024. His central roles included serving as Additional Director General in the Indo-Tibetan Border Police, ITBP, and as Special Director General in the Central Reserve Police Force, CRPF. Question number 5. India has secured the operational rights for a terminal at Mongala Port in. Answer is Bangladesh. India has successfully obtained the operational rights for a terminal at Mongala Port in Bangladesh, which is the country's second-largest seaport. This strategic acquisition is significant as it represents a counter to China's growing influence in the Indian Ocean region. Indian Port Global Limited, IPGL, will manage the terminal, which will enhance India's regional presence and security. Question number 6. Who has been reappointed as the MD and CEO of Unity Small Finance Bank? Answer is Inderjit Kamotra. The Reserve Bank of India, RBI, has approved the reappointment of Inderjit Kamotra as Managing Director, MD, and Chief Executive Officer, CEO of Unity Small Finance Bank Limited, Unity Bank, for another 2 years. He has been serving as the MD and CEO of Unity Small Finance Bank since 2022. Unity Small Finance Bank, founded by Centrum Financial Services and BharatPe, aspires to be India's first truly digital bank. Question number 7. Who has been elected as the President of Institute of Cost Accountants of India, ICMAI? Answer is Bibhuti Bhushan Nayak. Bibhuti Bhushan Nayak, a certified management accountant, CMA, has been elected as the 67th President of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, ICMAI, for the 2024 to 2025 period. He succeeds Ashwin Dalwadi, who was the President for the 2023 to 24 period. TCA Srinivasa Prasad has been elected as the Vice President of the ICMAI for 2024 to 25. He will succeed Bibhuti Bhushan Nayak. Question number 8. Who has become first private sector lender to merge UPI and NCMC in RuPay credit cards? Answer is RBL Bank. RBL Bank has introduced a new RuPay credit card integrating both Unified Payments Interface (UPI) and National Common Mobility Card (NCMC) features. This innovation makes RBL Bank the first private sector bank in India to offer these combined payment capabilities in a single card. The integration allows cardholders to make payments via UPI and get hassle-free travel with the NCMC feature. Question number 9. Who has been re-elected as President of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences? Answer is Janet Yang. Film producer Janet Yang has been re-elected for a third term as the President of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Alongside her re-election, several new board officers have been appointed to key positions within the Academy. Leslie Barber takes on the role of Vice President and Chair of the Membership Committee, while Devon Franklin steps in as Vice President and Chair of the Equity and Inclusion Committee. Question number 10. The National Institute of Technology has launched the Nivahika web portal in which city? Answer is Calicut. The National Institute of Technology has recently launched the Nivahika web portal for data management is located in Calicut, based in Kerala. The launch of Nivahika is expected to set a benchmark for data management across other national institutes of technology and enhance the efficiency of data handling within the educational sector. Nivahika is a tool that helps collect, organize, and report data more effectively across different departments and research centers at NITSI. Thanks for watching full video. You can join in our membership plan for daily, weekly and monthly current affairs PDFs. Please contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9700200378. Welcome to Daily IQ. Today 7th August 2024. In this video, I will teach you Top 10 Current Affairs MCQ with detailed explanation. Question number 1. In India, Javelin Throw Day is observed every year on. Answer is 7th August. The Athletics Federation of India, AFI, has observed Javelin Throw Day every year on 7th August. The day was first observed in 2021 in honor of javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra, who won India's first Olympic gold medal in athletics at Tokyo. Neeraj threw best effort of 87.58 meter in Tokyo to secure India's first track and field medal at the Olympics Games. Question number 2. National Handloom Day is observed every year on. Answer is 7th August. The 10th National Handloom Day is observed on 7th August 2024 at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi. Honorable Vice President of India is the chief guest on the occasion. The theme for National Handloom Day 2024 is Weaving Sustainable Future. It was first observed on 7th August 2015 to commemorate the Swadeshi movement, which began in 1905 on the same day. Question number 3. Which is the top-ranked Indian company in the 2024 Fortune Global 500 list? Answer is Reliance. Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Industries Limited maintained its status as the top-ranked Indian company in the 2024 Fortune Global 500 list. 9 Indian companies were included in the 2024 list. The 2024 Fortune Global 500 list was released by the global multi-platform media company, Fortune, on 5th August 2024. American company, Walmart, retained its top position on the list for the 11th consecutive year. Walmart followed by Amazon, in US, State Grid, in China, Saudi Aramco, in Saudi Arabia, and Sinopec, in China. Question number 4. Which state became India's first to buy all crops from farmers at MSP? Answer is Haryana. Haryana's Chief Minister, Nayab Singh Saini, announced the state's procurement of all crops at minimum support price, MSP, making it the first in India to do so. MSP is the guaranteed amount paid to farmers when the government buys their produce. The Chief Minister also announced the waiving of 133 crore rupees in outstanding canal water irrigation charges. Question number 5. India's first methanol-fired gas turbine will be demonstrated at. Answer is NTPC Kayankulam. Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited, BHEL, will demonstrate India's first methanol-fired gas turbine at NTPC's 350 MW Kayankulam combined cycle power plant in Kerala. This project aims to revive unutilized gas turbine sets in India, affected by the unavailability of natural gas and naphtha. This will be the first such demonstration project of its kind in India. Question number 6. Who has launched the eSaksha, Nyaya Setu, Nyaya Shruti, and eSaman apps? Answer is Amit Shah. Home Minister Amit Shah launched 4 apps, eSaksha, Nyaya Setu, Nyaya Shruti, and eSaman, to ensure the smooth implementation of the 3 new criminal laws in the country. Amit Shah launched the apps at an event in Chandigarh on 4th August 2024. eSaksha, all testimonies, videography and photography will be saved on the e-evidence server. Question number 7. Which company is manufacturing the Astra Mk1 missile in India? Answer is Bharat Dynamics. The Indian Air Force has given its green signal for the production of 200 Astra Mark 1 missiles for its Su-30 MKI and the indigenously developed light combat aircraft, Tejas. The Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, has developed the Astra Mk1, which is being manufactured by Bharat Dynamics Limited, a public sector company. The Astra Mk1 has a range of 80 to 110 kilometers with a maximum speed of 4.5 Mach. Question number 8. Who has been appointed as the brand ambassador of South Africa's SA20 League? Answer is Dinesh Karthik. On 5th August, cricket legend Dinesh Karthik appointed as a league ambassador for the Betway SA20, South Africa's premier T20 cricket competition. Karthik, who retired from all forms of cricket earlier this year, is the first Indian player to be associated with the South African tournament. His role will involve working closely with fellow SA20 ambassador ABD Villiers and the management team to enhance the league's global fan base and elevate brand awareness in India and the UK. Question number 9. Recently launched book titled India at 100, Envisioning Tomorrow's Economic Powerhouse was authored by. Answer is K.V. Subramanian. Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, Piyush Ved Prakash Goyal, has launched the book titled India at 100, Envisioning Tomorrow's Economic Powerhouse, authored by Professor K.V. Subramanian, the Executive Director of International Monetary Fund, IMF. The book predicts that India can achieve a $55 trillion economy in 2047 with self-sufficiency, stronger currency, fundamentals, and 8% annual growth rate. Question number 10. Recently, who was conferred with the Companion of the Order of Fiji? Answer is Draupadi Murmu. On 6 August 2024, President Draupadi Murmu was conferred the Companion of the Order of Fiji, the highest honor of Fiji, by the President of Fiji William Katonivere. Fiji, officially the Republic of Fiji, is an island country in Melanesia, part of Oceania in the South Pacific Ocean. Fiji is an archipelago of more than 300 islands. Thanks for watching full video. You can join in our membership plan for daily, weekly and monthly current affairs PDFs. Please contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9700200378. Welcome to Daily IQ. Today 8 August 2024. In this video, I will teach you Top 10 Current Affairs MCQ with detailed explanation. Question number 1. Quit India Day is observed every year on. Answer is 8 August. Every year, the Quit India Day or August Kranti Day is observed on 8 August to commemorate the anniversary of Quit India movement launched by Father of Nation Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi on 8 August 1942 at the All India Congress Committee session in Bombay. In 2024, we are celebrating the 82nd anniversary of Quit India Day. Quit India movement, also known as Bharat Chhodo Andolan and August Kranti movement, was a do or die call to the people of India initiated by Gandhiji. Question number 2. India has started its first multinational air exercise, Taranga Shakti 2024, in. Answer is Tamil Nadu. India is hosting its first multinational air exercise, Taranga Shakti 2024, from 6 August to 14 September. The first phase is being held from 6 to 14 August in Sular, Tamil Nadu, and the second phase will be held from 29 August to 14 September in Jodhpur, Rajasthan. In this exercise, 30 countries are participated, and out of 30, 10 countries joined the exercise with their fighter aircraft. Question number 3. Who became first Indian woman wrestler to reach an Olympic final? Answer is Vinesh Fogart. The 29-year-old Vinesh Fogart on 6 August 2024 reached an Olympic final. She achieved this after a 5-0 victory over Cuba's Yusnilis Guzman Lopez in the women's freestyle 50 kg semi-final at the Paris 2024 Olympics. Her win has guaranteed India of a silver medal. Sakshi Malik, the only other woman wrestler to win an Olympic medal for India, had clinched a bronze medal at Rio 2016. Question number 4. Which state government has launched the Upasthiti portal to ensure healthcare attendance? Answer is Jharkhand. On 5th August 2024, Hemant Soren, the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, launched the Upasthiti portal to ensure daily attendance of doctors, paramedical staff, and other employees under the Health Department. The initiative aims to enhance healthcare facilities and make district hospitals operational 24/7. The cross-verification of biometric attendance by Health Department staff will be done through this portal. Question number 5. A crater on the Moon's south pole has been named after whom? Answer is Pasang Lhamu Sherpa. A crater on the Moon's south pole has been named Lhamu after Pasang Lhamu Sherpa, the first Nepali woman to summit Mount Everest. The International Astronomical Union approved to name the crater as Lhamu Crater on 29 July 2024. On 22 April 1993, Pasang Lhamu made mountaineering history by becoming the first Nepalese woman to successfully reach the summit of the world's highest peak. Question number 6. Which state's Adichunchanagiri Sanctuary was declared as Peacock Sanctuary? Answer is Karnataka. Union Minister Bhupender Yadav announced that the central government has declared the Adichunchanagiri Sanctuary in Karnataka and Chulannur Sanctuary in Kerala as peacock sanctuaries. The Adichunchanagiri Peacock Sanctuary is located in Mandya district in Karnataka, was established in 1981. The area is about 88.4 hectares. The Chulannur Peacock Sanctuary was established on 14 March 1996 as Chulannur Peafowl Sanctuary. This is first peacock sanctuary of India. Question number 7. Who has launched the EDHCR portal for reporting judgments of Delhi High Court? Answer is D.Y. Chandrachud. Chief Justice of India Dr. Dhananjaya Yeshwant, D.Y. Chandrachud, has launched the EDHCR portal, a new platform dedicated to reportable judgments from the Delhi High Court. The EDHCR portal is a new user-friendly official platform for reporting the judgments of the Delhi High Court and contains over 2,000 judgments rendered by the Delhi High Court from 2007 to May 2024. Question number 8. Who has been appointed as the Chairman of the State Bank of India, SBI? Answer is Challa Srinivasulu Sethi. On 6 August 2024, the Appointments Committee of the Cabinet approved the appointment of Challa Srinivasulu Sethi as the Chairman of the State Bank of India, SBI. Sethi, currently the senior-most managing director of SBI, will assume the role on 28 August 2024, succeeding Dinesh Kumar Khara, who will retire upon reaching the age limit of 63 for the position. Question number 9. Which High Court has recently declared Section 77A unconstitutional? Answer is Madras High Court. The Madras High Court has recently ruled that Section 77A of the Registration Act 1908 is unconstitutional. Section 77A, introduced to the central enactment by way of a 2022 state amendment, granted district registrars the power to cancel documents related to immovable property, if they were found to have been registered through fraud or on submission of forged revenue records. Question number 10. The first edition of the BIMSTEC Business Summit was held in. Answer is New Delhi. The first edition of the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, BIMSTEC Business Summit, was held from 6 to 8 August in New Delhi. The Business Summit will be inaugurated by External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. The summit aims to foster greater regional collaboration through robust trade and investment relations among the member countries of the BIMSTEC. Thanks for watching full video. You can join in our membership plan for daily, weekly and monthly current affairs PDFs. Please contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9700200378. Welcome to Daily IQ. Today 9th August 2024. In this video, I will teach you top 16 current affairs MCQ with detailed explanation. Question number 1. World Tribal Day is observed every year on. Answer is 9th August. The International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples, or World Tribal Day, is observed on 9th August annually to raise awareness about the people, culture, and their importance to the world. The theme of the World Tribal Day in 2024 is Indigenous Youth as Agents of Change for Self-Determination. The date marks the day of the inaugural session of the Working Group on Indigenous Populations at the United Nations in 1982. Question number 2. Nagasaki Day is observed every year on. Answer is 9th August. In 2024, the world is observing the 79th anniversary of the Nagasaki bombing that took place on 9th August 1945. United States dropped the atomic bomb on Nagasaki, Japan, and was codenamed Fat Man due to the design of the bomb as it had a wide, round shape. The atomic bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima forced Japan to surrender, thus ending World War II. Question number 3. India's first GI-tagged fig juice was exported to which country? Answer is Poland. Purandar Highlands Farmers Producer Company Limited has made a big achievement by exporting India's first GI-tagged fig juice to Poland. This comes after India successfully exported its first commercial cargo of GI-tagged Purandar figs to Hong Kong in February 2023. The successful export to Poland and Hong Kong has generated interest in these products, indicating a promising global market for Indian figs and fig-based products. Question number 4. Who became first Indian man to qualify for 3000-meter steeplechase Olympic final? Answer is Avinash Sehgal. Avinash Sehgal became the first Indian man to qualify for the 3000-meter steeplechase Olympic final after finishing 5th in his heat. Sehgal, easily the most decorated track and field athlete after Neeraj Chopra in the current contingent, timed 8 minutes and 15.43 seconds to finish 5th in the second heat to make it to the final round. However, Sehgal's heat timing was well below his best effort of 8 minutes and 9.91 seconds, which he had clocked at the Paris Diamond League last month. Question number 5. Indian wrestler Vinesh Fogart disqualified from Paris Olympics in which weight category? Answer is 50 kilograms. India's star wrestler Vinesh Fogart was disqualified from the Paris 2024 Olympics just ahead of her gold medal match on 7th August. Vinesh, who typically competes in the 53 kilograms category, had reduced her weight to 50 kilograms for the Paris Olympics. Unfortunately, on the second day of her weigh-in, she was over the limit by a mere 100 grams. Vinesh had already made history by becoming the first Indian woman to reach the final of a wrestling event at the Olympics. Question number 6. Which mission team won the Vigyan Team Award of the first Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar? Answer is Chandrayaan 3. The Chandrayaan 3 team of the Indian Space Research Organisation, ISRO, has won the Vigyan Team Award of the first Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar. Indian government announced the first Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar on 7 August 2024, and it is considered to be one of the highest awards in the field of science, technology, and innovation. The Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar was instituted by the Government of India in 2023. Question number 7. Who has been selected for first Vigyan Ratna Award launched by the Government of India? Answer is Govindarajan Padmanabhan. Biochemist Govindarajan Padmanabhan has been selected as the first recipient of the Vigyan Ratna Puraskar. The central government recently announced the full list of the first ever Rashtriya Vigyan Puraskar 2024 awardees. President Draupadi Murmu will confer the award to the winners at the Rashtrapati Bhavan, New Delhi, on 23 August 2024, on the occasion of National Space Day. Question number 8. Which country has announced MATRI grants for research and cultural collaboration with India? Answer is Australia. Australian government announced the recipients of the MATRI Research and Cultural Partnerships grants. This program aims to foster collaboration and exchange between Australia and India, focusing on sustainable manufacturing, energy transition research, and creative arts. Tim Thomas, CEO of the Centre for Australia-India Relations, highlighted that the collaborations will help Australian businesses capitalize on India's economic transformation. Question number 9. Who received the first copy of Call of the Gir, written by Parimal Dheerjalal Nathwani? Answer is Narendra Modi. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi has received the first copy of Call of the Gir, a coffee table book on Gir National Park and Asiatic lions, written by Parimal Dheerjalal Nathwani, the Member of Parliament, MP, Rajya Sabha, from Andhra Pradesh. He dedicated the book to PM Modi for being the visionary behind Project Lion and Lion 2047 Vision for Amrit Kal. Question number 10. Which state has become India's first to implement a disaster risk transfer parametric insurance solution, DRTPS? Answer is Nagaland. The government of Nagaland signed a memorandum of understanding with SBI General Insurance for the disaster risk transfer parametric insurance solution, DRTPS, on 2 August 2024 in Kohima. This makes Nagaland the first state in India to implement such a disaster risk management insurance solution. The DRTPS aims to protect the state's critical infrastructure and reduce economic losses due to floods, droughts, and mudslides. Question number 11. Which union minister announced 18,000 crore rupees for 100 horticulture clusters? Answer is Shivraj Singh Chauhan. The Union Agriculture Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan announced an 18,000 crore rupees plan to establish 100 export-oriented horticulture clusters over 5 years. Horticulture clusters are areas where specific crops are grown, processed, and marketed. This investment aims to improve quality and competitiveness of crops like apples and mangoes. Question number 12. Who sworn in as 25th Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry? Answer is K. Kailashnathan. Kunal Kailashnathan took the oath as the 25th Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry on 7 August 2024. The oath was administered by the Acting Chief Justice of the Madras High Court, D. Krishna Kumar. Kunal Kailashnathan is a retired 1979 batch IAS officer, previously served as Additional Chief Secretary of the then Gujarat Chief Minister Narendra Modi until 2013. Question number 13. Who has been appointed as the head of Bangladesh's interim government? Answer is Muhammad Yunus. Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus has been appointed as the head of Bangladesh's interim government. He is a vocal critic of former PM Sheikh Hasina and is known as a banker to the poor. He was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2006 for founding the Grameen Bank and pioneering the concepts of microcredit and microfinance. Question number 14. Which state government has approved the Logistics Policy 2024? Answer is Maharashtra. The Maharashtra government has approved Logistics Policy 2024, proposing to set up more than 200 logistics parks, complexes, and truck terminals with integrated facilities, which is expected to generate approximately 5 lakhs new job opportunities. The term logistics refers to the process of acquisition, storage, and delivery of resources to their intended location. Question number 15. Buddhadeb Bhattacharjee passed away. He was the former Chief Minister of. Answer is West Bengal. Former West Bengal Chief Minister Buddhadeb Bhattacharjee died on 8 August at his Kolkata home. Buddhadeb Bhattacharjee was an Indian communist politician and a member of the Politburo of the Communist Party of India, Marxist, who served as the 7th Chief Minister of West Bengal from 2000 to 2011. Question number 16. Indian Army has launched the Parvat Prahar military exercise in. Answer is Ladakh. The Indian Army has recently launched an important military exercise known as Parvat Prahar in the strategic region of eastern Ladakh. The main goal of this exercise is to check and improve how ready the Indian Army is to quickly respond to any potential conflicts. India has about 50,000 troops in eastern Ladakh, having increased their presence since Chinese military activities increased in 2020. Thanks for watching full video. You can join in our membership plan for daily, weekly and monthly current affairs PDFs. Please contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9700200378. Welcome to Daily IQ. Today 10th August 2024. In this video, I will teach you top 15 current affairs MCQ with detailed explanation. Question number 1. What is the rank of RBI in the SWFI's top 100 largest central bank rankings? Answer is 12th. According to the Sovereign Wealth Fund Institute's SWFI top 100 largest central bank rankings by total assets in the world in 2024, India's central bank, the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, ranked 12th globally with a current total assets of $839 billion. The Federal Reserve System, FRS, the central bank of the USA, topped the list, assets worth $7.84 trillion. It is followed by China's People's Bank of China, PBC, in the second place with $6 trillion and Japan's Bank of Japan, BOJ, in the third with $5.54 trillion. Question number 2. Which medal has the Indian men's hockey team won in the Paris Olympics? Answer is bronze. The Indian men's hockey team, led by Harmanpreet Singh, won the bronze medal in the 2024 Paris Olympics, beating Spain. This is the second back-to-back bronze medal for the Indian men's hockey team after their bronze medal at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. The match against Spain was also the last international match for the veteran Indian goalkeeper P.R. Srijesh, who had an outstanding Olympics. Question number 3. Which medal has India's Neeraj Chopra won in Paris Olympics 2024? Answer is silver. Neeraj Chopra had to settle for the silver medal in the men's javelin throw competition at the Paris 2024 Olympics on 8 August 2024. This time, Pakistan's Arshad Nadeem broke the Olympic record with a throw of 92.97 meters to win gold, leaving Neeraj Chopra with a commendable second place. Neeraj Chopra bagged a silver medal with a throw of 89.45 meters, becoming the first Indian athlete to win 2 Olympic medals in track and field. Question number 4. India won the 4th CAVA Women's Volleyball Nations League by defeating which country? Answer is Nepal. The Indian women's national volleyball team has won the 4th CAVA Central Asian Volleyball Association Women's Volleyball Nations League by defeating the host Nepal in the final. The final was played at the Dasarath Stadium in Kathmandu, Nepal, on 7 August 2024. This was the second CAVA title for the Indian women. India's Shalini was declared the most valuable player of the tournament. Question number 5. Who has been appointed as the Additional Secretary in the Prime Minister's Office, PMO? Answer is Amit Singh Negi. Senior IAS officer Amit Singh Negi has been appointed Additional Secretary in the Prime Minister's Office, PMO. In 1999 batch Indian Administrative Service, IAS officer of the Uttarakhand cadre, Mr. Negi is currently Joint Secretary in the Department of Expenditure under the Union Ministry of Finance. Question number 6. India's first UPI-focused payments platform, UPI Setu, was launched by. Answer is Pine Labs. Pine Labs owned Setu, an application programming interface infrastructure provider, has introduced UPI Setu, India's first unified payments interface, UPI-focused payments platform for businesses and developers in partnership with Axis Bank Limited, Mumbai, Maharashtra. Setu was founded in 2018. Setu provides API solutions for various financial services. Acquired by Pine Labs in 2022, Setu is licensed by the RBI as an account aggregator. Question number 7. Kamal Madhuri has been appointed as the Prime Minister of which country? Answer is Tunisia. Kamal Madhuri has been appointed as the Prime Minister of Tunisia, succeeding Ahmad Hachani, who was dismissed by the President, Kais Saied, without explanation on 7 August 2024. Kamal Madhuri has been serving as the Minister of Social Affairs since May 2024. Ahmad Hachani took office as Prime Minister in August 2023 by replacing Najla Bowden, who was also dismissed by President Kais Saied. Question number 8. Ceropegia shivrayana, a new flowering plant species, was discovered in. Answer is Maharashtra. A team of researchers have discovered new flowering plant species of Kandil Pushpa, named Ceropegia shivrayana, at Vishlagarh Fort in Kolhapur district, Maharashtra. The research findings were published in Phytotaxa, an international journal published from New Zealand. The species is named after Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, an Indian king and founder of the Maratha Empire. It is the first time a plant species has been named after Shivaji Maharaj. Question number 9. As per Randstad, who has emerged as India's most attractive employer brand? Answer is Microsoft. Microsoft has emerged as India's most attractive employer brand, according to the findings of Randstad Employer Brand Research 2024. Tata Consultancy Services climbed the rankings this year to emerge as the runner-up, followed by Amazon, which occupied the third spot. Tata Power Company, which was the top brand last year, slipped to fourth rank this year. Another Tata brand, Tata Motors, stood fifth. Question number 10. RBI has increased the UPI tax payment limit. How much amount per transaction? Answer is 5 lakh rupees. The Reserve Bank of India has raised the tax payment limit through UPI from 1 lakh rupees to 5 lakh rupees, RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das announced on 8 August. Introduction of delegated payments via UPI, allowing authorized individuals to make payments from another user's bank account within a set limit. In December 2023, the limit for certain payments, such as those to hospitals and educational institutions, was raised to 5 lakh rupees. Question number 11. Who has introduced the Waqf Board Amendment Bill 2024 in the Lok Sabha? Answer is Kiran Rijiju. The Waqf Amendment Bill 2024 was introduced in the Lok Sabha by Minority Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju, has moved the bill for introduction in the lower house to further amend the Waqf Act 1995. The bill seeks to effectively address issues related to the powers of the state Waqf boards, registration and survey of Waqf properties, and removal of encroachments. Question number 12. RBI's Credit Policy Committee has kept the repo rate unchanged at what percentage? Answer is 6.5. On 8 August 2024 in Mumbai, Reserve Bank of India, RBI Governor Shaktikanta Das said that the Monetary Policy Committee has kept the policy repo rate unchanged at 6.5% for the 9th consecutive times. RBI has not changed its forecast for the Indian economic growth rate for the financial year 2024-25 and expects the Indian GDP to grow by 7.2%. The growth rate of the Indian economy in 2023-24 was 8.2%. Question number 13. Who has been appointed as MD and CEO of the Multi-Commodity Exchange, MCX? Answer is Praveena Rai. The Securities and Exchange Board of India has approved Praveena Rai's appointment as the Managing Director and CEO of the Multi-Commodity Exchange, MCX, India's largest commodity exchange. Praveena Rai, previously the Chief Operating Officer, COO, of the National Payments Corporation of India, NPCI, brings over 20 years of extensive experience in payments and banking to her new role at MCX. Question number 14. Who is set to become the first female CEO of DBS Group? Answer is Tan Su Shan. Indian origin top Singapore banker Piyush Gupta is set to step down as the Chief Executive Officer of the DBS Group in 28 March 2025. He will be succeeded by Tan Su Shan, who was appointed Deputy CEO on 8 August 2024. With this, Tan Su Shan set to become the first female CEO of DBS Group in March 2025. Question number 15. Which university became first international university to establish a campus in India? Answer is Deakin University. Australia's Deakin University is the first international university to establish a teaching campus in India. Deakin University has welcomed its first batch of students to master's courses in cyber security and business analytics to its GIFT City campus in Gujarat. The largest number of registrations has come from Gujarat, followed by Maharashtra and New Delhi. Thanks for watching full video. You can join in our membership plan for daily, weekly and monthly current affairs PDFs. Please contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 9700200378.